Welcome in, everyone. Twin Cities Sports Talk. You got Jack Olmscheid, Bruce Kramer with you today. We got a fun episode, bunch of Vikings content, and it's a Wild and Wolves game day today. But for the Vikings, we're going to be going through a lot of Brian Flores discussion because that's the hot topic right now for good reasoning. And then some NFC North third and fourth place implications that we've talked about before, but we want to reiterate going into this game against the Packers this weekend for the last week in the NFL. Jack, anything interesting happened today?
No, not really. Just kind of a normal Monday. I mean,
perfect. I guess, yeah.
Nothing too exciting.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to kick this show off by giving an update on JJ McCarthy off of what Kevin O'Connell said. And it's just basically JJ had a bunch of swelling on that. What was the actual injury? It was I'm forgetting.
We had like a hairline fracture in his wrist.
Yeah,
I believe,
hairline fracture. Yeah. And so there's a lot of swelling in there the last week. That's obviously why he didn't play. But this week the swelling went down, and he'll play if he can just grip a football well enough. It's not like he has to play in any elements. It's US Bank Stadium. He's going to play if he can grip the football. So we literally don't know anything else off that so far, but I hope he plays. I want to see him again for one last time this season, but yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, obviously I hope he plays, but at the same time, it's like, what if let's say he like fully breaks his wrist or something stupid happens, like, I don't know.
Well, then it really wouldn't matter because it's the off season then. But
well, no, I know, but then that could, I don't know, set him back.
It could affect something for the future for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then some of the other big story. This doesn't really matter as much, but Mr. Jefferson's 53 yards away. If you had to say right now, I want to ask, is he going to get it on Sunday?
Last week I know I said yes. I'm gonna lean towards no.
Yeah.
This week, just because. I don't know. I mean, that's all of Brosmer's passing yards if Brosmer happens to play this week.
Yeah, it was actually. You're right. Yeah.
So we got to assume that he's going to have another dud if he plays.
That's the thing. Like, they were clicking the Justin Jefferson button early. I think he had 3 catches in the first quarter last week. And then, obviously, those were the scripted plays, and then you just go away from it. So,
yep.
It sucks that it went that way. I think he was targeted like one other time the rest of the game.
Yeah, I was to say there wasn't much acknowledging him after the first quarter there.
Yeah, not really at all. All right. I have a few fun questions to ask. For this year, we'll go through this stuff more in depth at the end of the season, but right now, because we have a lot of guys like not practicing yet this week. Hawkinson, a few offensive linemen again. They're kind of just shutting everyone down. So the question arises, who's your defensive MVP this year, Jack? I want to know. Who do you think is the defensive MVP for the Vikings?
It's tricky. I mean, immediately I want to say Wilson.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're just going to make it simple. You have to give it to him. I mean, guys stepped up.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah.
Honestly, you could argue he's been the face of the defense the last however many weeks.
Yeah. He does literally everything. I think he has like a pick or two. He is an amazing run stopper. He can play a zone for the little bit that we play on defense a little bit. He does everything. He is the best acquisition they made this offseason for so cheap. I really want them to extend him because this linebacker room is pretty dead after this year. So
yeah, we're going to be pretty piss poor if we don't do something.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something you'll address in the draft, but I was going to say the same thing. It's either him or Jalen Redmond. I think those are the only two that you can maybe give it to. I mean, maybe some people in the weeds will go Isaiah Rodgers just off as the only perfect rating in NFL history that week 3 against the Bengals. But it is Eric Wilson though. It definitely is.
100%.
Offensive MVP. This one gets interesting because
I'm gonna go with Carson Wentz solely because he literally died.
Yeah.
JJ could play.
He died for us. Yep.
Other than that, I mean, Aaron Jones has been a dud this year with injuries. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not really Jefferson's fault that he's not getting passed to, but he's dropped a lot of passes. You could say the same with Anderson and Naylor, like our receiving.
Lead the league in drops. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I don't know what the average drop rate is for us this year.
It's a lot less than
what we. But
I don't know.
It's just I don't know.
It's real bad.
Offense is so tricky. I mean,
yeah.
And then same with the old line. Like people have been in and out.
See, that's where I go with it. I give the offensive MVP to a guy that's played mostly the whole season. I think he missed like 2 weeks earlier in the season, but rookie Donovan Jackson. I mean, that dude, I looked up his PFF grade, and he's been top 10 all year as a rookie. I mean, he is your milestone. Like, he is your right guard or actually left guard, I think. Either way. He is your guy for the next 10 years. I mean, undoubtedly, like, he is a stud. And he's been, like, the only reliable guy on the – like, Darrisaw's been hurt. Brown O'Neal has had a down year. Plus, he's actually aging a little bit. Will Fries you brought in for $22 million, I think, and he's been average to below average. And then obviously Ryan Kelly.
There's been nothing special with him.
Yeah, Ryan Kelly, you know everything with him. Donovan Jackson, offensive MVP in 2025 for the Vikings.
I like that.
All right, and then going off of that, this is going to get into some other stuff, but MVP of the entire Vikings organization. It could be a player. Maybe it is Eric Wilson, or maybe it's Kwesi, or Mark Wilf, or like literally anyone. Who would you say?
Pierce, duh.
Who?
Kidding. Or freaking kick punt returner who's dropped like.
Oh, Pierce. You mean Price?
Price, yeah. Sorry, I keep thinking Damian Pierce in the back of my head.
Yep.
But no, God no. Brian Flores, you have to.
Yeah, and that's what
just
I was going to say. Just
the way he's running this with all of the injuries and all of the steps back, like he's doing a great job.
Yeah,
exactly. He's had a couple blunders, but I mean, that's too big.
The only thing that's been bad is the run defense from time to time this year. But then the next game, they usually come back and play well against the run. I don't know. I feel like he is. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to go like coaching, like I did there, I mean, you can't really give it to O'Connell. I mean, he's granted he is a great coach and he's doing everything he can. He's simply just, like I said before, he has so much. He's way too much on his plate right now.
Yep.
Like he's got to either commit to McCarthy or he's got to commit to the offensive play calling, which would require a fat quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, you have to give O'Connell credit because this is a very veteran team, a team that you brought in a bunch of guys to win a bunch of games this year, and then you're sitting in week 13 or whatever at 4-8. It takes a heck of a coach to not give up on the season, as much as some of us said they should have to improve the draft stock. Kevin's teams don't quit at all. No. 2023, when Kirk went down, they won a few games going into the end of the year. This year, now we've won 4 straight. Bad things about it, but it shows that, I mean, Kevin, he's a player's coach. These guys come to play each week when they shouldn't. Motivation, they still get money, contracts and stuff, but like these guys, Hargrave, Jonathan Allen,
at that point.
Yeah, like these guys were signed here to win a Super Bowl this year and possibly next year. And it's not even anywhere close. And it takes a good coach to get these guys to rally. So props to Kevin for that. But yeah, Brian Flores is definitely the MVP of this entire franchise right now. And obviously the hot topic is you need to extend him. You need to give him anything he wants. Yeah. I mean, I looked up. So do you know who the highest paid defensive coordinator in NFL history is?
Couldn't tell you.
Vic Fangio with the Eagles right now. He's being paid $4.5 million to call the plays on defense there in Philly. Brian Flores, you need to give him a blank check and give him $5 million or whatever he wants. Like, that is legit what you need to do. And obviously, like, defensive coordinators, they don't get paid the same as head coaches, but Kevin O'Connell gets paid $15 million. And I think you could make the argument that Brian Flores is more pivotal to the Vikings' success than Kevin is.
Oh, because I would 100% agree with that.
An entire defensive scheme is a lot more complex, especially Flores' scheme is so much more complex than really any offense can, like, an offense can't be that complex where you don't know what's coming. Offense, sometimes on a 3rd and 8, you're going to pass. On a 2nd and 1, you're probably going to run the ball. But, like, defense, Brian Flores, there's so many things you can do. I think he's more pivotal to this team than Kevin is. I'm not saying you're going to give him $15 million because no defensive coordinator or coordinator in general has ever gotten that, but he's worth it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So that's a fun little talker for sure. And we'll talk more about all of this in the offseason. But yeah, I mean, so I also looked up all of our wins this year, and I want your opinion on a bunch of these because I went through each win seeing if we didn't have Brian Flores, would we have won this game? Okay. Because and you could never tell like how another guy would be in the system or if the system would be completely different with a different coach and how they would play. This is just my opinion, honestly. I want your opinion on it. So obviously week 1 against the Bears, we won that game off of JJ McCarthy's miracle 4th quarter. Defense only gave up 2 touchdowns that game. JJ threw a pick 6. That was the other touchdown. The first touchdown, or one of the touchdowns, was under 2 minutes left. So garbage time. The Bears were hucking it downfield. It wasn't really normal offense. So honestly, like a normal 1 touchdown. But I'm saying if you didn't have Brian Flores, you do not win week 1 against the Bears at all.
No, you do
not at all. So, all right, so like if we're going for our record right now, that's a win off of our schedule without Flores.
Yeah.
Fast forward to week 5, we played the Browns in London, right? Or was that the Ireland game? I forget.
No, that was London. Pittsburgh was the Ireland game, I believe.
Yeah. Carson Wentz, that's who started in this game. The defense only let up 17 points. That's all I have to say for it. When you let up 17 points, you give the offense a really good chance. I don't think you win the game without Brian Flores there. 17 points is impressive. So, and then the next one, these are 3 weeks in a row here. Fast forwarding a lot, week 15 here in Dallas. The defense wasn't great. Dak had like 260 yards, no turnovers for him, but they made the Dallas Cowboys punt when they needed to and got stops when they needed to. They held the Cowboys to no passing touchdowns in that game, and Dallas was coming into that game with the most passing touchdowns in the league. JJ McCarthy, that was his best game as a pro, so this one's iffy because the offense did have their best game of the season.
Yeah.
But I still don't think you win this game without Flores. Even though the defense didn't play great, you got ran through, but this is iffy.
Yeah, this could be like I don't know. This game kind of seems like a gray area to just solely base it off like would Brian Flores win you that game or not? Because like you said, that was more offensive sided game.
Yeah, it was very. For right now, I think we could say like that could be a win no matter what. Week 16 though against the Giants, defense didn't let up a touchdown. Jackson Dart had 33 passing yards, an interception. He was sacked 5 times by this defense. The one touchdown for the Giants was that strip sack where Brian Burns completely destroyed McCarthy and returned it for a touchdown. That's a game 100%. Brian Flores isn't there. You lose that game. And then this last week,
played just like animals.
Yeah. Last week against Lions, 1 touchdown given up by the defense, 6 turnovers, 5 sacks. The Lions only had 230 yards, and that's one of the most explosive units in the league. Vikings only had 158 yards on offense. If the defense didn't, you lose that game. 1,000,000% out the window. So with all of those right there, without Brian Flores, you are a 3-win team, 3 or 4 win team this year. It speaks volumes. It really does. I mean, that dude's a heck of a coach.
Oh yeah, he
you need
knows
to
exactly
do
what he's doing and
anything.
when to do it. It's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah. All right. Now I bring up a scenario to you, Jack.
Okay.
Would you do this? First step, you fire Kevin O'Connell. Okay. Say that it's in the
Okay.
offseason here. Second step, you hire Brian Flores as your head coach because he would definitely take it. And then for offensive coordinator, you promote Josh McCown because he has that personal connection way more with McCarthy than Kevin does. You'd obviously have the same defense really, and you as the head coach, he would have even more say who is signed and who all of the stuff going around the defense. Would you do that? By the way, I am not saying that I would do this. It's a scenario, people.
Yeah, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say you're out of your mind if you're going to fire O'Connell.
Yeah.
I think that's just because even if you compare what O'Connell has done compared, you throw Zimmer back in there.
Yeah.
It's complete 180 of how this franchise is operated, and I think it's great. I mean, yes, would it guarantee you to probably keep Brian Flores for longer term? Yeah. But you're also giving up such a key part of the offense that
he's a genius.
You can't sacrifice that. Yeah, you really can't. As many stupid things as he play calls. It's just I don't know. You just deal with it.
That's the thing. He's fixed it though.
He's got too much going on right now. That's simply what I would have to say with that.
Yeah. And I mean, people are forgetting McCarthy's now 5-4 as a starter. This team is 8-8. They've won games and they've came a couple plays away in about 5 other games. The Steelers, Eagles, Bears game, the Ravens game. I mean, they are a couple plays away from being competing for the division here. And this is year 1 with your rookie quarterback. People have to chill out a little bit and really breathe in because, we had high expectations. They put high expectations into this team, signing Hargrave and Jonathan Allen and Will Fries, Ryan Kelly. The list goes on. They did it to themselves. And with a rookie quarterback, you never know how that's going to be. The dude's got to stay healthy, of course. But next year, if they can really hone in on his mechanics this offseason and hone in on the progressions in the pocket for McCarthy, next year could be very scary if you keep Flores. This all depends if you can retain him.
I was going to say, I kind of want to bring up Drake May here. I'm not saying this is what McCarthy's going to turn into, but Drake May played horrible last year. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the New England didn't really have any weapons, still, I would argue they don't have any insane offensive weapons right now, except for him.
It's nothing too special.
You can't, I don't know, because what was they were a sub-5 win team last year, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. I mean, they had the 4th draft pick,
right?
I think they had the 4th draft pick.
Okay.
With Will Campbell. Either one. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. You can't deter because at the end of the day, with all these injuries and all of everything happening this season, McCarthy's 5-4.
Yeah.
Now I still have to kind of register that into my brain because to me he's still this horrible young quarterback that has no idea what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
But 5-4 in this schedule that was given to him and all the pressure that was put on him to be this Christ the Redeemer to our franchise in year 1.
Yeah.
You got to give the kid credit.
Yeah. He's the youngest quarterback in the NFL. You spend $250 million this offseason because you're like, JJ, you're taking us to the Super Bowl this year, no matter what. Yeah. This is the team that's going to do it. And
this isn't a CJ Stroud situation. It's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Jane Daniels. I don't know. It's just so unrealistic to think that with a rookie quarterback, which is why I feel like some teams are afraid to sign rookie quarterbacks because that takes them immediately out more than likely.
Yep. I mean, they have to be patient. I mean, that's the issue with this league now.
That's simply like
Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, all of these guys. You got to be patient. Yeah.
I mean, I guess the only recent one that like has been great throughout his entire career, you could say, is Joe Burrow, but it's, I don't know. People, I mean, I'm not a patient person, but I've come to realize that with this, you have to be patient.
Yeah. I mean, what was
the line? What did Vegas have the line at for
wins?
Total wins this season? Yeah.
6.5.
6.5.
It was 6.5. Or it was either 6 or 7.5. Either way, we've already passed it. Like we did better than the analytics said we would. And this was
consider that a win.
Yeah, and it's not like I want to call this a rebuild year because it wasn't, because the Vikings, I mean, in all the Vikings front office standards, they failed this year because, I mean, they spent $250 million
we spent
in free agency
money this year.
And that's also a shot on Kwesi. Like, oh, gosh.
Yeah, so you could chalk this up because, I mean, granted, we got Brian Flores as defense, which is awesome. But they banked way too much on McCarthy to be like Darnold, which Darnold had been how many seasons? When did he get drafted? 2019? 2017, 2018. I think it was
18. I forget.
2018.
I think 2018. Yeah.
So either way, like I don't know. I feel like you compared him to Darnold a lot in the way where Darnold had a one and done year. Brand new quarterback, Minnesota. He brings you 14-3. Gets absolutely ass pounded in the playoffs, but now you can't. I feel like Kwesi banked on McCarthy way too much this year.
I think that's he got influenced by Kevin. Kevin was saying in this whole offseason because I guarantee Kwesi would have signed a guy like a reliable, not Sam Howell or Carson Wentz. Like he would have signed a Mac Jones or something.
Which I could see this offseason. If we want to go sign Carson Wentz, you gotta assume he's gonna be done. Then
I think so.
Yeah, let's just assume we get Mac Jones or Jimmy Garoppolo or Geno Smith.
Maybe Joe Flacco or something. Yeah.
Joe Flacco. No, I would imagine Joe Flacco would be done too. But anyway.
Maybe, no.
Like even with them, you're not gonna pour in all this money and expect to go to the dance. Like I don't know. It just seemed so unrealistic to spend all this money and expect to make it to the playoffs. So
I'll tell you one thing. It got all of us excited. It got all of us excited, which if that was their goal, good for them. But
like I remember going to training camp, like holy hell, like we could be ridiculous this year. But then there was a thought in the back of my head, like, oh, hey, this rookie quarterback, like, we've seen this before.
Yep.
I don't know. I think just as a whole, Vikings as a franchise were way too impatient after the Sam Darnold era last year that got us so close. I guess not really in the long run, but he played great. And they expected the youngest quarterback in the league to do the same thing with zero experience.
Yeah. And I mean, like going back to your Drake May comparison too, Drake May, I think he played right around the same amount of games as JJ has this year. I think he had like 8 games under his belt last year. Like Jack said, he was pretty terrible. It wasn't the same team like the Patriots have this year. I mean, the Patriots were the only team to spend more in free agency than the Vikings. So they put a team around him, and he's performing now in his second year. Depending on what they do this offseason, like I said, it all depends on Flores if you can get him to stay. But right now we're gonna get to the draft talk of this real quickly. Right now, kind of sucks. You have guys that on your draft board. I mean, Caleb Downs would be a stretch at 10 because the Vikings were sitting at 11 a couple weeks ago. They're sitting at 17.
Now, I believe.
17.
We're at 17 now?
Yeah, 17. Sitting at 17 right now. So, I mean, you just keep going down. It really sucks because now you're definitely out of the range for running back Jeremiah Love. Probably out of the range for Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end, if you wanted to move off TJ Hawkinson off of that contract. lot of options
Which you
that
could
you're
ride out
missing out.
with Josh Oliver a year or two.
Oh yeah, but I mean, he's a priority. I love him in the receiving game, I really do. But they just use him in the blocking. Like
Yeah.
they never use him receiving when they should be.
No.
Either way, all right. I'm gonna give you the lowest that could happen after this week, and then the highest we could. So
Okay.
either way, the lowest that the Vikings could be drafting, like lowest being like number one, the lowest the Vikings could get is 13. That is the bottom line, the lowest that we could get, and like everything that needs to happen to make that happen. The Vikings would obviously need to lose, but then they would need the Lions to win, the Ravens to win, or Dallas Cowboys to win, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win. So you basically need 5 things to happen to get your lowest draft pick.
I mean, 4 out of those 5 things are very possible.
For sure, and all of them are. I mean, it's the NFL; anything could happen. But and then for the highest draft pick, the highest the Vikings could go, which this would suck, being at 11 a few weeks ago out of the playoffs and going down to 20th. So 20th is the highest the Vikings could be.
That would be absurd.
Yeah, all that would happen there is obviously the Vikings would win against the Packers, but then Tampa Bay would win, the Ravens would win, and then the Colts would have to lose. So obviously we're shooting for 13 right now. We can't make the playoffs. Go Pack, go.
No reason to win.
Yeah, absolutely no reason.
Well, let's not get too crazy, but yes, we do want the Packers to win.
I'll say go Pack, go. I will. No, I don't want them to tank, okay? That's not my goal in the past 4 weeks because I hate tanking, okay? It just takes the fun out of the sport.
No, I know.
Kevin O'Connell's great efforts in rounding his team up and being like, we need to win the rest of the games. He's good at it, but it sucks because I want Jeremiah Love, and now we can't get him. And I don't want to trade up because Kwesi needs all the draft picks he can because he has been absolute butthole at drafting in his every year now. He has 4 draft hits, like actual stars that he's drafted.
Total.
It makes me mad. Okay. But either way, the lowest we could get is 13. And that would be good. You'd have a few options there, but I mean, we'll probably end up somewhere around 16 or 17. That's probably what we'll end up at. Yeah. So it stinks. And then we're going to go over.
You got to assume we're going to stay relatively where we are.
Yeah. Thing that me and Jack are more worried about is the 4th place in the division, these NFC North implications here. This is unlikely now. So the Vikings put themselves in an opportunity to probably get the 3rd place in the NFC North after beating the Lions last week. If the Vikings win against the Packers, and then, well, nothing would matter after that. But actually, let's say this. If the Vikings lose and the Lions win, that's the only way that you can get the 4th spot in the division, which is very pivotal for next year.
And Dan Campbell's got that in the back of his mind, like, whoa, why beat the Bears? Because we'll have this.
I'm saying, dude, if the Lions get the 4th place schedule next year, and we'll go over in a second, the Lions will get the number 1 seed. I will book that down right now. They have
100%. I would put money down on that.
Yes,
I will put money down on that.
They will get the number 1 seed.
I will go straight to DraftKings, and I will put money on that.
I'll also put money. I get the JJ McCarthy controversy, but I'll put money on if the Vikings get this 4th place schedule that they will win 10 plus games or 11 plus games next year. Yeah, 1,000,000% easily. Because here's the thing.
Because
keep going.
Yeah, there's such a difference in the schedule. So let's go over. So 4th place would be. Well, I mean, granted, you have.
First. Yeah, the 6 division games, but then the 2 divisions you play in each conference,
which are the AFC East and
2
the
horrible
NFC
teams
South.
There, and then 4
so you should
winnable
expect
games.
2 wins there, and then let's say we win 3 of the NFC South. Let's just say
you should win 4. All the teams are very winnable, but 3 is good.
Yeah, let's say 3. So there's 5 already. Could be 6. Then you go play Arizona.
Well, here the division. How many I think we probably split like 3 and 3 in the division.
Okay,
next
we
year.
go 3 and 3 in the division. So that would put us at
so that would be
8 and 4.
8 and 4. Yep.
Yeah, let's say 8-4. So then you go play Arizona, which you win that.
Yeah, the Arizona
That's
would be the 4th
9-4.
place in the West. And then
And then you go play the Giants.
Yeah.
Which
the 2 NFC
I mean,
teams
the
you get
Giants
to
could be a
play.
tricky one.
Yeah, they could, but I mean, they'll get Malik Neighbors back and a few guys healthy. They still have a good defense, but yeah, the 2 teams in the NFC that also get 4th place that you'd play Cardinals and Giants. But to really set this in stone why you want to get the 4th seed, if you get the 3rd in the division, instead of the Cardinals, you either have to play the 11-4 Rams or the 12-4 Niners. You go from a 3-win team to a 12-win team. Just in that
who will kick your ass next year.
I mean, yeah. But then, I mean, the other one between the Giants and Commanders, that could probably flip either way. Because
that one's not that's like the one where it's not that big of a deal.
It's not, but that specifically, the Cardinals or the Rams, Niners, that whole thing, you either play a playoff team from this year or you play a 3-win top 5 pick team. But then
now let's go to the AFC.
Yeah,
Your
and
AFC
let me play. So 3rd place. If you get 3rd place, you either play the Chiefs, Bengals, or Colts. Those are all 3 teams that were fighting for a playoff. I mean, Burrow's here, but Cincy has one of the best offenses in the league when he is quarterback, and he will most likely not get traded for all those trade speculation crap out there. But the Chiefs, like, come on, you don't want to play them?
That dynasty is still going to be intact next year, whether you like it or not.
I mean, they have a top 10 pick now. Yeah, they have a top 10 pick. Yeah. All right, next one. Well, the 4th place teams are either the Raiders, Browns, or Titans. 3 teams that are picking in the top 5 this year. 3 of the worst teams. They have a combined 9 wins this year. You could either play one of those if you got 4th this weekend, or you have to play the Chiefs or Bengals or Colts next year. It's pretty obvious.
You have to play 2 of them. We'll play 2 of them.
No, it'd be one AFC team.
One of them?
One AFC team.
Well, assuming it doesn't get extended another week, which I've heard rumors about.
Yeah, be like an 18-game schedule. But
that's what you would play. Yeah, so 1 for sure.
Yeah, and it's just you need to lose. You need to lose.
As dumb as that sounds, like, I mean, yeah, granted, could those games really matter that much? I mean, yeah, there's the Cardinals versus the Rams or Niners. Like, yeah, that one's a huge difference. Now, the Chiefs and Raiders is a huge difference. I would argue the Colts and Titans would be a huge difference.
By far. Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. The NFL, so much can change with free agency and the draft. And, even the Rams stuff, you never know. Maybe Stafford retires after the season. I don't think he will, but maybe he does. So much can happen in the NFL here. And it's just so much could change. But right now, looking at it, it's an unbelievable difference, and you need to lose this weekend for draft purposes because there's no reason to win. Yeah, you can have a good taste in your mouth at the end of the season here, but other than that, you get a way easier schedule next year. And we said it. If the Lions get to play like the Browns, Giants, and who's the other team? The Cardinals. If those that's 3 easy wins for us or the Lions, but the Lions are going to reload off season. They're going to get a better draft pick than us. They are going to be coming at full force next year, fighting for the division. Especially if they get that 4th place schedule. So it's so key to. I mean, I don't like taking, like I said, but do everything you can to lose this game this weekend.
No, this is just one of those things where, I mean, now, whether you hate tanking or not, you have to lose this week. Now, I know Green Bay is hard locked at 7.
Exactly.
So they're going to rest all their starters.
Yep.
Because who gives a shit? They don't want to win.
Yep.
So now that puts us in a weird position. Like, now you could argue the whole McCarthy-Brosmer situation. Like, if you're actively trying to lose, you're not going to start McCarthy.
Yep.
Now, will they? If he's feeling it, 100% they will. And we'll win this week.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just,
I mean, they put themselves in the situation where they also need to root for the Lions to lose. I mean, you need two things to
which
happen.
is
It's not you controlling your own destiny with it. It's not any of that. It's you also need the Lions to lose to a really good team in the Bears, or you need the Lions.
to
Am I
win.
getting them? Yeah, the
Yeah,
Lions to win. Yeah,
yeah,
no,
you want the
not to
Lions to
lose.
beat the Bears, who still have much to play for.
Yeah,
2 versus the
exactly.
3 seed. It's a big deal in the
Yep,
playoffs. But
huge deal. Yeah,
I don't know. I just beating the Lions last week was just such a it was so much fun to watch. Don't get me wrong,
oh yeah,
but that just screwed us so much. It really did.
yeah. You did it to yourselves
Now,
here.
granted, we could be looking back a year from now. We could be like what 4-15, or no 4-13.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, look at those. Let's go back to those videos or those streams. Look at how big dumbasses we look. But I don't know, with how McCarthy has progressed through the year,
Yeah,
and how many picks we have this year, and what could be the schedule, you can't bet on that. So now I would love to have not gone all out this past year and go all out next year, but we can't do that.
Well, okay, I will be fair
guess
though. They have a lot of the guys. Like, there's mutual options between Ryan Kelly and
Yes.
Hargrave, but the team is going to be pretty similar as to what it was this year, as it will be next year. Yeah, I mean, you still have Isaiah Rodgers, Byron Murphy in the secondary. Harry Hitman will probably retire, but he's having a lot of fun right now. He just had one of the best performances of his career, so you never know for that. But okay, I will say I love Jay Ward in the secondary too. He's an amazing blitzer. So I think he could step into the Harry role. But you have Metellus, you have Jalen Redmond, and then I think they're probably going to end up keeping Jonathan Allen, Levi Drake Rodriguez, Grenard, Van Ginkel. You have all these guys back for the defense next year. The only thing this offseason, you need to re-sign one of your linebackers, whether it be Cashman. I would prefer Eric Wilson, but in Flores. That's all you need this offseason. Offense is basically the same everywhere. I mean, your center, and then the receiver position we can discuss another time. That could be some mix-ups here in the offseason.
And then what you do with Aaron Jones and Hawkinson. But we could talk about that at a different time.
Yeah, exactly. But the team can be built, and that's Jack said it too. We have a ton of draft picks. We have 10 draft picks. And like, depending on what you do this offseason, you could trade Addison and get a first if you package something else. But right now we have a first, second, 2 third-round picks, which third-round picks, Vikings fans, you forget because we haven't had any picks turn out at all in the past 4 years. Third-round picks should be playing every Sunday. Like, they should be starting on your team if the spot is open. And that's what we need in this next draft, because we have 2 third-round picks, a 4th, 2 5ths, I think, and then a 6th, and then 3 7ths. A lot of picks. You need some to pan out because there's going to be open spots. We're going to have an open center. We might draft a receiver again in the 2nd or 3rd, but I wouldn't also mind seeing Ty Felton get time on Sunday. We'll go through it a lot more this offseason, but yeah, a lot of things to look forward to. JJ's playing way better in the past weeks that he's been playing, so
there's a lot of what's, buts, and ifs.
Exactly.
Next, however many weeks, it's I don't know.
Just like we went over, this weekend against the Packers is going to determine a lot for next year, draft and schedule wise. Either way, we're good with Vikings talk today. That was fun.
Now let's go to the present.
Yes, exactly. All right. We got 2 game days today, Wolves and Wild. Wild have a big game. Wolves kind of have just a stagnant game. They're in Chicago to play the Chicago Bulls. Finally, and here's what I've been begging for. I've been begging for some leadership in this Wolves locker room for a while. They keep losing these games. They're coming off 2 losses, one to Denver, which that was a good game, but then a brutal loss to the Nets. And Dante DiVincenzo, I'm going to read you his quote that he said in the locker room after. He said, I truly don't know. Like, we can't have these peaks and valleys. It's frustrating. You give the other team credit, but it's a team we are supposed to come in and handle business to and do what we're supposed to do. They played with more energy, and that's the type of team that they are. But they are that. We have spurts, and that's what we can do, but it's not necessarily who we are. And then he kind of just went over all that again.
Yeah.
That they can play up to a team like OKC, but then they're playing so bad against a team like the Brooklyn Nets, who will come into that game 9-19. Finally, some backlash or / leadership shown by Dante DiVincenzo. It was very needed in this locker room after that bad loss. But I don't know. I wanted to note that for sure.
I like it.
Either way, Wolves, both teams coming into this game pretty healthy, except Zach Collins, 3-point specialist for the Bulls. He's out. Josh Giddey, long couple-year Oklahoma City Thunder player for the Bulls this year. He's having a great year, averaging 19 points, 9 assists, and 9 rebounds, almost averaging a triple-double. Obviously really hard to do. He's also shooting 39% from three, which is the best in his career. They also got Kobe White at point guard and Vucevic in the center. So they got a bunch of weapons. They just haven't really put it together for Chicago right now. They're sitting in the play-in. If I had to give 2 keys to winning, Jack, you've heard me say it a lot. Make your damn free throws, Minnesota. I mean, make your free throws. Last game against the Nets hit 20 for 21 free throws. That's 95% from the line. The Wolves went 20 for 28. And yeah, the Nets won by 20, but if you start making some free throws, it just makes the game feel more in reach. It makes the Wolves
and
think.
This is something when you ask like a 10, 12-year-old, like, what should a professional basketball player be the best at? And they're going to say, oh, shooting your free throws. Yeah. Why the hell?
Yeah.
Why the hell is a professional? I mean, granted, I'm horrible at basketball, always have been, but I'm no basketball specialist. No, these guys are professionals. It's like, I feel like this would be like the equivalent to you giving slow pitch to Aaron Judge, and he doesn't hit it. And he doesn't hit it out, or like doing soft toss to our baseball fans out there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And that you could have Anthony Rendon should be able to do that.
Lefty. Remember he had that lefty at bat where he hit the homer?
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to compare it to other sports because obviously there's different factors and there's so many differences that go into different sports.
It's literally the easiest shot in basketball.
You have no pressure. Nobody's touching you. Nobody's doing anything. I mean, there's the crowd, but as a professional sports player, you should be able to shut that out.
Yeah.
Why are you missing 8 against?
I mean, here's the thing too.
Team?
Like some of these people would say Rudy Gobert, he inflates these numbers, but it's not just Rudy. Your star player, one of the faces of the NBA, Anthony Edwards, is consistently missing free throws, and
that cannot happen.
Yeah, I mean, he's your best player. Randall, he misses free throws. Everyone is missing free throws. Dante misses sometimes, but right now it's Ant. Ant is missing a lot of free throws, and it's causing a lot of riffraff. I mean, the Nuggets game went into overtime on Christmas. We lost by 4. We went, and this was our best free throw game in a while. We still missed 6 of them. We went 24 for 30, shot 80% from the free throw line. That was our best in like weeks, which is completely embarrassing. But the Nuggets, they went 29 for 31, and they won the game. So, I mean, it's the Nets, 20 for 21. Nuggets, 29 for 31. Like, it's pretty simple what a winning formula is here for an NBA standard basketball team. Pretty simple.
Like, I don't want to take a shot at Ant here, but I mean, yeah, like you said, you're the face of the franchise. Like, I'd argue top 5 players in the league. Yep. You think you go put a puck down on the blue line and you think Krill's going to miss an empty netter? I don't think so.
Exactly.
Like, it's, I don't know. Again, with the comparisons, but that's just something I think about. Like, it's just, it's embarrassing.
Oh, it really is. And
it's strictly embarrassing.
If they're going to win tonight, they need to shoot better than 80% from the free throw line. I'm going to get to my other key. The other key is guard the perimeter tight, guard the 3-point line, because the last 3 games, I'm going to list off guys that have hit like a bunch of threes. So obviously last game against the Nets, Michael Porter hit 4 threes, Cam Thomas hit 3. But then you go to the Nuggets game, Jamal Murray hit 9 3-pointers. That's 27 points just off that alone. Jokic also hit 4 for 6 from 3 in that game, and he obviously had 56 points in that. But also Hardaway for the Nuggets also had 3 threes. The Wolves defense has been so lackluster in the past 3 games, specifically guarding the perimeter. And you need to be on, guys. You need to be tight. You need to be active. And it's just Jaden McDaniel's our best defender. Nothing. No one's been doing anything along the perimeter. We're not creating turnovers. Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, like I said, not super familiar with the NBA and especially like the defense. So, like, what? I mean, you see the scores. Like, we're getting blown out, which obviously that's horrible defense. But what would you say would be a good score for the defense to let up and still be an above average defense every game?
See, a lot of like NBA, it's above 100 points most every game. So I think if you, especially with the weapons the Wolves have on the offense, guys that can score from different places, I think if you can keep it to 110 points on defense, that would put you, I think, around league average. But the Wolves defense has been one of the best in the league in the past few years. It's just been so like not trying at all the past few games. Like they're not putting effort into it. I want like 100 or a 105, but if you score 110, you should have a chance in every single game you play. Or if you hold them to 110.
Hold them. Okay.
But yeah, and it's
okay. I'm going to use that as my pace point from now on.
Yeah. Either way, like these guys that I just listed, the last 3 games, Cam Thomas scored 30 points off the bench. He didn't even start in the game. He scored 30 points. Michael Porter scored 27. Jokic, like I said, had 56. Jamal Murray had 35, and then Karl Anthony Towns in the 3 games against the Knicks, he had 40 points against you. I mean, that is the main stat. You are not guarding these teams' stars. Each one of those guys are like the best player on each of those teams. And you're not doing your job at all on defense. Either way, we'll get to our Wolves prediction in a bit, but that's a little pregame. I'm mad watching the team right now, as everyone could probably tell. All right. The bigger game tonight, Wild in Vegas, second game of this 7-game road trip to play the Golden Knights. Knights are coming off of a 6-5.
This one scares me.
Shootout loss to Colorado last game. Marner's leading the way with 30 assists, and then Hurdle leading the Knights with 15 goals. There is some big injuries coming into tonight. So Eichel, Shea Theodore, and then Carlson are all out, along with main goalie Aiden Hill. So that's 4 key players right now. So they're all out tonight.
Well, Aiden Hill has just destroyed us his entire career.
Yeah.
Like we never can. I don't know. Huh?
Yeah. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Him not being.
Yeah, that was a huge one.
Yeah. I don't know who's in net for Vegas tonight. I've been looking at it every so often here. All I know, Gus is in net tonight for the Wild. Wallstead had a fantastic game against Winnipeg. Let up 3 goals, but he saved some very good shots. He was key down the stretch.
Carter Hart.
Okay, so Carter Hart, that is Hart. I think he started last game. He let up the 6 goals to Colorado, so not a good performance last time, but against the league's best offense. You can't ask for a lot.
You can't ask for a ton, no.
Yeah. All right, and then the line pairings tonight, kind of switching it up a little bit, and I really dig this actually. So the first line tonight consists of Kirill, Zuccarello, that duo, obviously really good. But then Danila Yurov is stepping in to play center for the first line tonight.
Really?
They're bumping down Ecker down to the second line to play with Mojo and Boldy. So obviously that Johansson-Boldy duo has been good for like a year and a half, 2 years now. It's just been solid. But adding that guy in front of the net, because Johansson's got the speed, Boldy's got the stick handling. He's going to get shots on net. I really like having Eck on the second line with them, a guy that's going to get scrappy and get those rebounds in front of the net. Because to be honest, Kirill and Zuki, they make the hero pass a little bit too much, or they try to.
Yeah, especially lately. Like,
yeah,
the shots
exactly.
on goal have not been what they were.
Yeah, and I think I don't know. Having Eck on that line is not great because you're not getting the shots and you're not getting an Eck territory where he can get those rebounds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But him being on a Boldy and Johansson line, great. I really like this third line too. I mean, the depth is really starting to show up. So it's Hinostroza, Hartman, and Tarasenko. Vlad's been very good the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Hartman, he's getting back to just a good hockey player. He's in that stretch right now where he's playing good.
Yep.
In a week, he'll be out of that stretch. But I don't know. Maybe my favorite line is the fourth line, just a complete grief line. You got Marcus Foligno, Yakov Trenin, who is leading the league in hits,
Yeah.
and then Nico Sturm, just another huge body. Very fun line right there. And that's the depth.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I like the depth there a lot. And then obviously defensive pairings, Quinn and Faber, Brodin and Spurgeon, and then Middleton and Juracek tonight. I'm sorry, and Bogosian, I think. I didn't write that one down.
Still hurt, I think. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Honestly, I have a feeling this game's going to come down to Urov. I feel like if Urov doesn't have a big game, we're screwed.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be that kind of enforcer for that first line. Yeah.
Yeah, it's especially when it comes to us potentially needing another center. This could kind of, I mean, obviously, regardless, you should trade for one.
Yep.
But this could be big. This could be a big prove-it game.
I also saw the Wild are going to have the most cap room or money to make like a trade at the deadline, more than, not the most in the league, but more than the Avs and Stars combined, like available money to make a move. So that got me excited. We'll talk about that more later or at another day. But yeah, it's a fun little thing there. So I got one key to the game for the Wild here. Stay smart, because here's the thing. Vegas, it's not an aggressive team. They lack hitters. They don't have the guy who has, I think they have one person with over 100 hits this year, but they're not going to go all out and try hitting. They're not going to be too aggressive, but they're so fundamentally sound just everywhere on defense, on offense. It's nothing fancy, especially now with Eichel and Shea Theodore, those two specifically being out. But they will get their chances on Gus tonight, and all you need to do is get your chances on Carter. That's all you need to do, especially that second line with Eck being down there now. Get the shots on net and work with it, because the lack of shots on goal has been a major issue. But here's the thing. Both teams, Vegas is first and the Wild are third in the least amount of penalty minutes. So both of these teams stay out of the penalty box. It's going to be a fun offensive shootout where, I mean, hopefully and most likely you're not going to have a lot of penalty minutes. So stay in your own head, stay fundamentally sound, make the passes, and get good shots on net, because it's going to be offensive zone, collective for a minute, and then Vegas is going to get it for a minute. It's going to go back and forth, but should be a fun offensive opinion. All right, let's get to our predictions. Pop this up. All right. Right now, everyone can see I'm sitting at 26-22 with my record with 7 points. Jack right now at 500, 9-9 with 4 points. Making 2 predictions tonight. We'll nail our ones first. Jack, we got the Wolves. Wolves at Chicago.
I don't know, like you got to go against Giddy tonight, but what was the 3-point shooter you're talking about?
That's out for them.
Yeah.
Zach Collins.
Collins. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend like I know who that is. So I do have the Wolves winning tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have we're gonna go 119 to 113. I think the defense is stepping up a little bit, because hopefully that little motivation talk kind of kick their ass a little bit. That would be nice.
Yep.
Let's go. I think the team's gonna hear our distress here that we've made this entire stream, and I think we're gonna hit at least 90% of our free throws tonight.
Okay. I love that. My prediction was about free throws too. I had a backup though because I had a feeling you'd do that. Free throws. I'll just put that. All right. Yeah, I also have the Wolves winning tonight.
For those who are watching, the U.S. juniors team is losing 1-0 to Slovakia currently.
Oh, really? They're 2-0, aren't they? Right?
We are.
Yep. Yeah, I also have the Wolves winning tonight. I think just coming off 2 straight losses, it's gonna get the guys going a little bit. I want to say that it's not going to be close. I think the defense is going to come to play tonight. I think it'll be a good game. I got 123 to 110. So kind of pulling away at the end, but not too far. And I honestly forgot my sheet with my other prediction. I'll do this. I'll have Ant over 30 points because he's going to come with an aggression tonight. And then I'll also do I'll do Jaden McDaniels hits 3 threes. He has not had a game like that in a while. So yeah, there we go. All right. Real quick, do you have like a confidence for the Wild game tonight? What's your what are you confident in the Wild?
I'm just gonna put this into my predictions. I think we're gonna lose tonight.
Okay.
I think like we were kind of talking about this road trip. I mean, as long as we come up above, if you go 5-2 or 4-3 is not great in the sense of.
I'd be happy with 4-3. I would definitely be happy with
this is gonna be one of those games that we're gonna lose.
Okay.
I mean, I love Gus and how great he's been playing, but I think Vegas is just how consistent they are with everything. I feel like it's just going to be too much for everyone to handle.
Mm-hmm.
So I have us losing 4-2.
Okay. Sounds good.
And I got Marner having 3 points tonight.
Marner 3 points. Okay. That's all you need there. All right. Okay, so yeah, Wild played Winnipeg. They won in overtime. It was a sloppy game. The Wild, how many shots on goal did they have?
I think we had sub 20.
Yeah, shots on goal. We only had 19. And so they played a really bad. Very lucky to come out with a win there. I mean, they played bad. And they got bailed out because did you watch the whole game or like the last part?
Because they got that. So, well, I mean, to be fair, we shouldn't have even had a power play there.
Exactly.
We shouldn't have had that power play.
Yeah, because Eck was messing with whoever it was from Winnipeg, and then he got cross-checked.
So
it was the secondary thing, but yeah. And the reason why it mattered so much is because Quinn Hughes got pickpocketed and got scored on the empty netter, which made it 4-2, but that got taken away. Mm-hmm. Either way, should have lost that game. I think the Wild are going to come out maybe not flying, but way more clean and just better hockey tonight, for a lack of a better word. I got the Wild winning. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. The last 4 games for Vegas, they've scored 18 goals, including a 7-2 victory over San Jose. I got the Wild winning 5-3. So it's going to be a high flying team. Like I said, I think it's going to be one team possesses the puck for a minute in their zone, minute there, a minute here. It's going to be offensive. A lot of offense tonight, but well,
good. I'm glad you have the positivity to my negativity in this entire episode.
You got to switch it up sometime. For my player prediction, I'm going to say Kirill gets 2 points. That's not it.
No, I was going to say you're going to have a second one on that.
Yeah, no. And then I'm also going to say the second line will, you know what? No. I'm going to switch this up. You know what? The second line will have 3 of the goals. All right.
Okay.
Is that enough or do I need more?
That seems fine on its own.
Okay. I just love when Eck, Boldy, and Mojo are playing together. Mojo's got the speed. Boldy's got everything. And Eck being out in front for those shots. I love that. But yeah, second line with 3 of the goals for the Wild tonight. There's our predictions. Hopefully that goes well for us. 9 o'clock, or is it?
Yep, 9 o'clock.
9:30.
Puck drop.
Okay, yeah. 9 o'clock. Wild Vegas tonight. Wolves, Bulls. Yeah, covered a lot of wild stuff or Viking stuff. Brian Flores talk. We'll have the off season is just around the corner. We're gonna have a lot of content for the Vikings in that area. All right. I want to see more comments. Get those comments going. We need more listener GM questions and opinions from all of you. Make sure you guys go follow, subscribe to YouTube, Spotify,
Okay, he's super
Instagram, and
frozen right now,
TikTok.
so I'm gonna kind of reiterate what he's saying.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me? What the heck?
Nice.
Okay. Weird. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep. So I'll
Okay.
reiterate what he said. We got it. Come on. I said we love the growth of the channel so far. Like,
Yeah.
it is exploding recently. I want to thank everybody for, because 100,000 views total. I know views is kind of a
Well, we're close to it.
No.
It's coming in the next few days.
It's up there. But anyway,
Yeah.
we're almost there. We might even be there by the time we make one tomorrow or on Thursday or Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to thank everybody for helping grow this channel. Obviously, this is something we all enjoy doing, and we hope that we're fun to listen to. And we'd love to see more comments, too, because the more listener GM questions, I feel like the more connected we get with people out there. Let's keep them rolling.
I think we could start just like answering or just talking about all of them, like even like the negative ones we get.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
About that too. So we'll do that.
I mean, we don't know everything we're talking about, obviously.
Well, yeah, exactly. Hey, we're big Brian.
We're getting there. We have an idea. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Vikings off season's right around the corner. We'll get to a lot of that Wild and Wolves season going strong. Twins content that's not going to have a lot right now, but everyone follow Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Spotify. We have episodes out every single day, and shorts coming out every single day. So thanks for subscribing. Keep subscribing to you new listeners, and we'll talk to you every other day this week. We'll see you.
See you guys.